But I know some people don't love her as much as I do, and I don't understand that.
Some people.
Let me let you go.
It really is randomly, isn't it?
But I'm like, this old.
This wasn't the plan.
Exactly, right? We always have this master plan.
How are you?
Hi, Ronnie. I'm so happy to just see you and to connect with you. I know it's not in person, but we're connecting, and I'm happy about that.
Also, Alanis probably got a little bit of game. Remember when Alanis was with Ryan Reynolds? Do you remember that day?
Oh my gosh, you're right. I totally forgot about that.
Okay, we're live right now.
If people don't like J-Lo like we do, this is not the place for you, but that's how we roll.
Yeah, I know.
Right, but look at you still doing radio now or still starting a podcast. Like, if
and above all, remember, my main get, I'm a sexy motherfucker. That's number, like, my attractive level is really where, the people come. Okay.
And I'm one of the prominent faces, and even more specifically in the New York City area now. And so, and
now her rate's gone up. Sorry.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, talk to my agents.
As long as the check clears, we can have a conversation.
Yes, indeed. At 22, you're so down for all that.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And then you realize, like, okay, life doesn't have to be this hard, and also I can make maybe a little bit more money doing this.
Being second place is really fantastic, but God, to be so close, it's like, because they film 2 alternate endings, so you sort of already filmed you being a successful, like, the winner, right?
I would really like to have that for my scrapbook.
But the twist on it and the POV, the point of view, was like really, really intriguing. Just kind of chipping away to find what works.
Yeah. And I agree with what you're saying.
Did this stuff slow you down? Did this stuff even go through your mind? Or did you just plow right through it when you started all this?
I think when I started, yeah.
Does Val ever talk about wanting to have children?
I can't wait.
Oh, okay. Elastic, like a fat belly when you pull up the fat and then it just drops. Anyways, you have
single malt scotch, buddy.
Okay, and I have water. So cheers and thank you. There was something different and you had it. And I remember that day you were very busy too. So even in her tiredest moment, she still pushes through.
Follow along, and we'll continue pushing some positivity your way.
All right, fantastic. That wraps it up. Gotta go.
I'm really happy that we had a chance to finally sit down and talk.
I know. Huggies through the phone.
Well, first of all,
we got the time. Tell me. Okay, cool. Give me the story, but also give me, like, an opinion, a point of view. So, okay, then that's what it is. Yeah.
God bless you, Ronnie. Thank you for the opportunity, my brother.
Appreciate it.
Peace and love, baby. Like, even to do this interview, I took like a nap. Which I never get to do. You know what I mean? But, like, I carved out the time to take a nap to make it happen and get it popping because, I wanted to be sharp. It's my first time meeting you. I was like, yo, I got to come through for the homie Ronnie.
Yeah. A little bit.
Allegedly.
That too.
Yeah.
I commend you for that.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
So don't just no, have an opinion, and that's important too. Have the goal but willing to let go. It's a boomerang. Life's a boomerang. You'll send it out, it'll come back.
But you know what I'm saying? But I'm having a good time, man, and just like learning things along the way.
How do you feel looking back at that amazing experience? But
it's extremely surreal.
And I always enjoyed it. Let me tell you, I did. I bought toilet paper that was very cheap. Very, very. You think the 99-cent store, I might have found the 97-cent store. Like, it was really.
Love it.
I felt super insecure. I felt like a dummy. I felt like a dummy, but I was proud of it, if that makes sense. I mean.
Give me a break, because it's like
But I used to say this literally. I need 36 hours in a day because that's about when I'm done. 24 throws me off. Like 24 means I got to stop all of this, find 8-hour chunk or 6-hour chunk of sleep, 4 hour, and do it. I need 36. Yeah, that always threw me off. I was probably horrible at it. I never want to do it again.
Because you didn't enjoy the experience, or because why wouldn't you ever want to do it again? Just because it wasn't kind of your thing, or?
I personally always side with her a little more because she really is good at radio. She really still is that girl. What do you think?
She needs a new wigologist.
I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that project, and I know you did too, because we knew that at the end of the day, we were telling some fascinating stories of the American Latino experience. It was really fun, really, really fun. There was that, let's play ball. Ronnie, will you play ball with this and that and this? And I remember being like, okay. And then yes, and then no, and then no, unless you're willing to pay my rent. Oh my gosh, I remember being a kid and getting the toilet paper roll and like putting it up to my hand, looking at the mirror in the bathroom and saying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like I was on TRL. So sometimes we forget. Yeah, we forget that pure moment. I think we do.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the funniest meeting. I was making jokes, and then I never heard.
Yeah, you left
in my mind. In my mind, I thought we were building something. I think when I watched it, I was at the ending stages of being like a young person. Now I'm a little too old to go to those festivals, but it was fun. That duality of us all being able to talk about such similar things, but yet our lives are way different. I had always been quite fascinated by that. I was too good for it.
I think about that all the time because at first, when social media first came about, I hesitated.
Yeah, I'll send you, actually, it's private, but I'll send you a trailer for you to watch.
Hey, all right.
I'm so glad you're doing this, and I can't wait to see all the other shows. I feel like I get so inspired by when other people tell their stories.
I'm not even lying or gassing you up. Every time I read one of your segments, I knew it was yours because not only was it a great segment and a great like person to interview, but it just was like a fun rap.
I'm not saying getting on hold on SNL is a setback, but to feel so close must hurt.
Well, to not get that was tough.
Have you heard that being remixed a million times?
Heard it. It was not my favorite. Tell me more.
Right.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, if you don't pay me my value, you ain't gonna get the best Ronnie. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I do like it. It does really match up. Yeah.
Thank you. Igniting vibrant sparks of hope in motherhood, music, and media. Not only did I have the insecurity that I might be losing my career as a singer because I was in limbo, but also did these other people see it now too?
It goes back to what we said earlier. It's push and pull. It looks like you're in your study, which is fantastic, and I love the ravishing blue.
Climbing up those ranks, I decided, I'm like, you know what? Like, I want to go to Miss USA. Like, I want to be Miss California USA. Got into that pageant circuit, and overall, it took me like 4 years before I finally won Miss California. So
there's nothing wrong with that at a certain stage, but boy, it's fun when you could turn and say, "Oh no, not me, not the cachet that I've built."
Yeah,
and
you know what I mean.
It's what we said earlier.
He rises to the top.
Well, yes, it's what we said earlier. It's very push and pull, push and pull.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work. Rock that LA hat and take it to the limit.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate
it. Thank you. And then it just keeps on happening. So kudos to you on that.
Thank you.
Like J-Lo, like I was a little nervous, but that's just her. Like it was rough.
For sure.
If you get a break, no makeup, no hair washing. Why do it?
Yeah, internally you gotta feel beautiful, I guess. So it is what it is. I thought in my head, to be honest with you, that it would be you wake up at 3:34, and then you rock out till about noon. But there's just no matter what you do, noon turns into 2 turns into I need lunch or breakfast. It's a really wild thing, and so to maintain it for all these years is pretty crazy. Oh yes, cheers through the phone.
Oh, Tony's all the way.
So once the fan base is intact, once the talent is intact, all the bells and whistles of a brilliant tour and all that stuff, that comes once the product is there. So that's one thing to focus on.
A pleasure catching up with you. It's a shame we had to do this to catch up, but it's great to see you, man.
Appreciate you, dude.
I love that documentary. Oh, it's so good.
The queen of reinvention. Look at Aaron knows how to answer the question and keep it all the way real.
Moves like a millennial?
A little bit sometimes.
Moves houses.
No, well, no,
like I thought you were being shady.
Well, that too.
That too.
Because she'll give you this crazy point of view and introduce a topic, and she'll lean right into the camera, and she'll put her hand up or something, and she'll be like, "And I'm gonna tell you why." So you can do what you want with it.
I mean, listen.
Still pushing entrepreneurship, within your own stuff. And also pushing that for others too, because I know that you want everyone to win. sustainability. And if you think of your career in that way, and you think of your career as being able to shift and adapt, you'll be good. This whole Team No Sleep, it is trash. And I'm going to say that. And it's trash on top of trash. Because the thing is, like, we talk about sustainability.
Oh, I lost you. Oh, there you go. Lost you for a second.
Do you remember the guy who was in the music video? That was Adam Rodriguez from CSI Miami. I guess they used to date. All right.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
You just asked me any J-Lo information. I usually got you locked down. No worries. That'll be my next podcast. It's funny to think all these years later, because that was over 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, it's over 15 years ago.
Over 15. It's been a while. But it's funny to think about. Yes.
Yeah. So it's like I don't have to say.
That was a little bit of a lean back. That was a lean back. So that's a great transition to go back into the pageant circuit and dominate. When you go from that circuit,
it's long hours, and Rich, she's stuck with me pretty much all day, every day.
That's what the whiskey's for.
Well, cheers to that. I'm not drinking whiskey, but I feel like I am.
Why can't the hair be back?
Gotta keep it real.
Gotta keep it real, dude.
This industry is weird, you know. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you get the dream, sometimes the dream shifts.
I knew what I wanted to do, but I never saw how it would be possible. And this is like one of those true Hollywood stories.
This is my version, a radio version of Behind the Music and True Hollywood Story. So I hope we all got that. And this is the tip of the iceberg with our conversation. So thank you. It's best to grab it from the bottom and pull down. And I'm gonna tell you what.
We're done. No.
Man, you just got me thinking about Vegas, the too much fun thing.
Yeah.
Vegas is gnarly. I lived in Vegas for a year, you guys. It's terrible.
I don't know how you did it.
And it's still going on. You know, we're still the producers of it. It still has our name, and it's still happening. Well, hopefully.
You know, we're moving through these oceans, huh?
Yes, we are.
And so we had a whole sitcom written for us. I'm telling you, it's like these are things that you wait for years and years, and they were all happening to me from the gate.
We've left the artistry, and that's why when I created this concept, I was like, oh, I want to talk with talent. You know what I mean? What did I get myself into? Like, literally every eyeball's on me when you did the little Janet Jackson dance moves. Like, I was, this is our drag race winner, I thought for sure.
When you focus on the quality of life that you have, that energy will transform into the work that you do.
But what you're doing now with aerial cinematography, your own business, Zismo, which I believe is Spanish and earthquake. Wait, right? It's not not Spanish and earthquake. Earthquake and Spanish.
Yes.
Anyways, so you're kind of already used to that, which is why.
Which is the skill that moves forward.
You better put that J-Lo glow on it and do what you do. So.
Yes, no, it's so true.
Oh man, I mean,
be critical too. I don't care. We've talked off camera about this, which is fine to have that confidence, but you have to say, I can't let my ego ruin the ship, basically.
Exactly.
Being in Nashville and why you're there. So I'm glad you're there. It seems like it's the right fit. And again, in 2 years' time that you've been there, you've probably accumulated a lifetime of memories. And this is just the beginning. I always say, if you get a chance to get off the hamster wheel, take it. Get off the hamster wheel and then look up and say, like, did I really like what I was doing? I think it's that constant balance. Like, there will always be a push and pull when you're evolving. You were one of many, one of the people that, like, kind of put a light bulb to that. And all these, I think it's a year and a half, 2 years later, and I'm like, oh, I remember some of those conversations. So kudos to you.
Oh, I hope so.
No, there's no way you, in my opinion, are going to be in that desperate place where you're like, you're 10 years down the road and you're still trying to do just the same thing. You would feel that sometimes, Natasha? That's
all the time. I still feel it. And it's not that I feel it. I still feel I feel connected to my roots. It's that people tell me.
Because obviously if I named it, you got so many things that are moving and changing. So the social media handles or website is what?